Hey everybody, hopefully this isn't too noisy on video here, but I'm using my DeWALT remote jump starter to fill the tires on my wife's truck here. We just got it back from the body shop not too long ago after a minor collision, and for some reason all the tires on the truck are set to 32 psi when they should be 50. So I've got to do all four tires. I've done the two on this side using this DeWALT cordless battery powered charger and air pump, and then on the other side I'm using one of my little low budget types that you plug in to the what we used to call a cigarette lighter adapter back in the day, and we're filling this side up using this. And I gotta say, this is probably a little bit faster, but not much, because once the pressure starts getting above like 40 psi, this thing really starts slowing down. It took probably 5 minutes to go from the 45 psi up to 50, whereas this one just steadily puts it in all the way up. And when you get close to where you want it, because you can actually set this one for the psi you want it, and when it gets close it starts slowing down, kind of like the way a gas pump will sort of wind itself down as it's coming up near where you've set it to stop. And then when you get to your psi that you've set it to, this one just shuts itself off. It also can run for extended periods of time. A lot of these little air pumps need to be shut off every 10 minutes or so and allowed to cool down for sometimes up to 20 minutes. This one you can just let it run and run and run. It doesn't shut itself off, it doesn't overheat, and it's fantastic. I really like it. You can use it to test your alternator. Of course, you can use it to jumpstart your battery. And when I did jumpstart the battery on this truck, it actually started the truck with more vigor than the truck's original battery does. So this thing will really start up a big engined vehicle. You've got the alternator checking capacity in it, and then of course you've got the 120 psi, a high pressure air pump on it that you can preset and then just walk away and forget about it. Whereas this other pump over here, we need to come back and check to make sure we're not overinflating the tire, and then we'll go ahead and shut it off when it gets up to where it's supposed to be. So that's about it. Yeah, see, we're still only just above 40 psi there. We've got quite a ways to go on this one, and we're already above 40 psi over here. And I did start this one first, but I mean, I started it and then I walked around the truck and started the other one, so it's, 15 seconds behind, and we're already up to 41.6 psi on this one. And being battery powered, this one doesn't plug into anything. You just pick it up and go. And so if you've got a lawn cart, you got a tractor, something like this with inflatable wheels on it that's on the other side of the yard, and it's got a flat tire, you're not going to drive your truck across your yard, but you can just carry this. So I'm really glad I bought this. I did it as sort of an emergency when the battery was getting low in my wife's truck here. I didn't want to leave her stranded somewhere, and we've already gotten quite a bit of use out of it. Between the air pump, we were able to check her alternator at another point and determine that it was her battery that was dying, and we were able to use it to jumpstart the truck in an emergency situation at one point. So this thing, I think, is definitely already paid for itself. So there you go. I'm going to put a link down below to it. I'm going to recommend getting it if anybody's interested. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Sorry for all the noise. I'll see you on the next one.